I've made over $1 million selling ebooks online, and you may have heard this is one of the best ways to make money online this year because AI has made it easier than ever to write these books in hours, even if you've never written before. But that is true only if you know what you're doing. Why should you listen to me? Well, I've been doing this for over 10 years now, and every single day I help beginners get started with this and make a few hundreds to a couple thousands with the first book that they ever publish. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the best strategies I've learned over the past 10 years, what to do, what not to do, so you can avoid wasting your time and finally reach $10,000 per month this year. Before we get started, if you're a person who's been trying to do this and you feel like you need some extra help, first of all, you need to watch this entire video, but I also have some programs down in the description below and I have a sale going on until February 15. So make sure you check them out. So let's get into the exact process me and my clients follow every single day right now to make this money online. And this is the same exact process that has allowed me to make over $1 million in book sales. I did not achieve the result by selling my account or selling my books years ago. This is what's working right now in 2025. And the reason why Amazon KDP is the best way to sell ebooks online is because you are leveraging the power of Amazon. Amazon already has over 400 million active customers every single day actively looking for products to shop on the Amazon store. So you're actually uploading your ebook, your digital product, in the same store that all these millions of people are actually using for their everyday shopping needs. So why not leverage a marketplace that is already trusted by millions of people all over the world, instead of creating your own little store, trying to play digital entrepreneur and fighting every single day to find customers and win their trust. Besides also paying thousands of dollars in advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, just to trying to get customers to your website. And on top of that, handling shipping, merchandise, stocking, customer service, and all the stuff that makes a business a business. By leveraging Amazon, Amazon does all of that for you. In my opinion, this has been and still is to this day in 2025 the smartest way to start your e-commerce business this year. In this video, I'm going to show you the strategy behind finding your book topic, how to use AI to help you write it and help you come up with the actual book content in a way that is human and original. I will also show you the strategy behind picking a good cover design for your book. This is something that is often overlooked by beginners, and this makes all the difference. And lastly, I will show you how to upload your book on KDP, Amazon's platform that allows anybody to publish their ebook on Amazon. And in between, I will share all the best strategies that have helped me achieve my first 10K per month, so you can finally achieve that too. So let's go into my computer and let me share with you the same exact strategies that are working right now. Okay, so let's see the step-by-step ebook creation process. Step number one, finding your profitable niche. Now, this is very important. You need to find the topic for your book, and we want it to be profitable, which simply means something that can make you money. Okay, we are not doing this because we have time to waste or because we have a passion about this, but this is a business, so we want to make money from it. Which takes me to a very important lesson, which is do not follow your passions. This is the most important step. And I'm going to tell you something that might be a little hurtful, but very important. Forget about your passions. I know that every guru or book publishing expert out there tells you to start with your passions, start with something that you're passionate about, but that's not how you make money with publishing. Simply because most passions don't make money. This is a business and we need to treat it like one. So instead of starting with something that you love, let's start with something that can actually make you sales. The way we do this is we go on the Amazon bestsellers list, because that's where you're going to find all the best-selling topics that people are already spending their money for. To do that, the first step is to download the DS Amazon Quick View free extension. This is a free extension for Google Chrome, so you can easily download it for free. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need paid software. A lot of people promote BookBeam or other softwares. Don't do that. They just do that because they get a commission from every sale they get. Don't fall for that trap. Just use this free extension. It's all you need. So download it for your Google Chrome, and from there, you'll be able to see immediately when you look for the categories on the bestsellers page, right under each book, you'll be able to see a number. And the number says, for example, number 1 in books, number 3, number 2, number 4, and so on. That number identifies how many sales the book is getting. And the lower the number, the more sales the book is getting. So we want the number to be as low as possible. So if you look on the left side of your screen, when you go to the Amazon bestsellers page, you will see there are a lot of categories. There's a list of topics. You need to click on one of those and dig deeper into the subcategories. More subcategories will open and you dig deeper again. Then look at the books that come up on the right side of the page, all the books that are relevant to the subcategory that you chose, and ask yourself, what common topics or keywords or interests do I see on this page? What topics keep showing up on this page? And what problems are they trying to solve? Now you need to remember, stay away from low content books. I'm talking about journals, notebooks, coloring books. That's not what we are doing here. We want to focus on full content, non-fiction books that actually solve a problem for the reader. So you need to look for topics where you can actually help a beginner. And if you're a little confused, just ask yourself, can I write a book on this topic for beginners? Can I create a guide on this specific topic for someone who's just starting out? If the answer is yes, it means you found a good keyword for your book. For example, when you dig into the personal finance category and then you dig even deeper into the budgeting category, you might find a lot of books about saving money for beginners. And that's a clear sign that there's demand for that specific topic. People want solutions to their problems and they're willing to pay to get these solutions. So that's exactly what we want. Step number 2 is to use AI to identify your target customer. So once you identify the topic for your book, the next step is to identify who you're writing the book for and what they actually want. The easiest way to do this is to simply ask ChatGPT. Just ask AI a very simple prompt like the one I'm showing right now on the screen, asking, you are an expert market researcher with a keen understanding of how to track down and extract the key aspects of a target audience. Your task is to give me the top 10 desires, top 10 pain points, top 10 fears, and top 10 dreams of your avatar, so the target customer that you're trying to create a book for, and goals. So what are they actually trying to achieve? For example, women trying to lose weight. Expand on each of the points and tie an emotional reason to each of them. So this is very important. These will give you a list of emotional reasons, pain points, desires, fears. It's going to make you understand who you're talking to very clearly. ChatGPT already has access to the whole internet, so you don't have to do a crazy research all over the internet. Just ask ChatGPT something like this and you will get to know who your customer is. When you know precisely and clearly who your target customer is and what they want, what they're trying to avoid, but also what they're trying to achieve, everything else that comes after this will become extremely simple because you know exactly who you're talking to. So everything else, even creating a title or creating a cover design for your book, will be way simpler. You don't have to guess. Just follow what ChatGPT gives you here. A lot of people skip this step and then they wonder why their book is not selling. This is the most important part of the process, getting to know who your customer is and what they want. The next step is to use AI to create a book outline. Before you actually start writing your book, you need to create an outline first. The best way to find inspiration for your book outline is to go directly on Amazon.com on your competitor's main Amazon page, and from here you're going to click on Read Sample. This will open a sample of your competitor's books. You can simply scroll down all the way to the table of contents, and this is the best way to find out exactly what they cover and what you could cover as well. Your goal should always be to come up with a better product than your competitors. So take inspiration, take note of what they cover so that you can actually create a better book for the reader. The next step is to use AI to actually help you with writing your book chapters. Now, when it comes down to actually writing your book, you need to use AI as your writing assistant. I'm not talking about pressing a button and getting your whole book done in a matter of a few seconds. That's not how it works, and frankly, it's not the best way to write a book. By writing your book chapter by chapter, you actually have control over the single chapter and what goes into it. That really makes the difference between a book that gets a lot of positive reviews and a book that doesn't. So you need to think of AI or ChatGPT as your writing assistant, a writing partner. So you simply direct it, you guide it chapter by chapter, sometimes even paragraph by paragraph, and it's all about giving the right direction, giving the right prompts and instructions. What really matters is that your book needs to take the reader from point A to point B, from their current problem that they're trying to solve to their desired outcome. And so every single chapter should be a stepping stone towards that direction. When you direct AI using the right instructions and the right prompts, AI can write in a way that is incredibly human, natural, conversational, almost impossible to distinguish from a real human writer. But the key is in how you prompt it, how you direct it. I have a set of very specific and powerful prompts I use when it comes down to write with AI, and of course I share them with my clients, and I cannot give those away here publicly. But understand this, the magic is not in having AI writing your book. The magic is in knowing learning how to direct AI to write a book that truly helps readers succeed, because that's what gets positive reviews over the long term, and ultimately that's what sells, that's what makes you money. And if you write your book like that, you don't even have to rephrase it or reword it or even edit it too much, because it's already unique and human. The next very important step is to create a strategic title and subtitle. And notice that I highlighted the word strategic. I see beginners make this mistake every single day. Your title and subtitle must be strategic. They are like your weapon to attract a customer and sell. Take a look at these two books, for example. The first one on top is a book from a self-publisher, just like me, just like you could be. And the books on the bottom is by a professional publishing house. Now, what the guy did on top is, as you can see, the subtitle is longer. There's a lot of keywords in it. It says your complete guide to surviving any crisis and disasters. Bug in, bug out, food and water prep, off-grid living, homesteading, urban survival, and more. So as you can see, there's a lot of keywords, a lot of pain points that the customer is trying to solve. They want to learn how to bug in and bug out in case of disaster. They want to learn how to get food, how to prep water, how to live off the grid, how to survive in a urban setting, and so much more. So that book is hitting every possible desire and outcome that the reader wants. The second book instead simply says, Back to Basics, a complete guide to traditional skills. There's no keywords, no big promise, no pain points, no desires. The book is going to teach you how to go back to the traditional skills, but what does that mean in the real life of the reader, of the customer? How does that translate into their day-to-day life? So do you see the difference? The first title is way more strategic and hits multiple pain points and desires. So that's exactly what the customer is looking for. You want a title and subtitle that immediately conveys the message. So whenever your target customer is shopping on Amazon and they see your book, they immediately think, wow, this book is for me. And Amazon makes it extremely easy to buy your book with just one click of a button in a very impulsive manner. So if you can create this emotion in your target customer, they will purchase your book. So when it comes down to titling, you're not just naming your book, you must be very strategic with it. It must catch both the Amazon algorithm and your target customer's attention. Which takes me to the next step, which is how to create, again, a strategic cover design. So spend as much time as possible here. The cover must really speak to the target customer. Let's see the example again. Book on the left, Prepper Survival Bible. It's a book that is independently published, which means this could be you or me. The book on the right is from an established publishing house. What's the difference? As a self-publisher, as a real individual like you and me are, we don't have huge budget or a huge marketing department to push your book out there. That's what publishing houses do. They invest lots of money into promoting their book. So they don't really care about creating the best possible package, the best possible book cover, because they have thousands of dollars available to promote it. But we don't. So what we need to do to get sales is actually creating a cover that catches attention almost immediately. Look at the title. The title must be big, must take up a lot of space in the cover design. The Prepper Survival really jumps, really catches your attention. Then there's different logos and different images on the cover that speak directly to the desired outcome of the customer. Survival, how to start a fire in the wilderness, how to survive in the wilderness, how to defend yourself and your family, survival medicine for emergencies. There is also a 2025 that makes the book more relevant. There's some elements that make you think about some nuclear disaster or, war or any type of crisis that could happen. And there's also a nice camouflage military background that makes you immediately think about a military setting or a military guide. The book on the right, instead, is very simple. Look at the basic green background, those basic images, but also look at how much space that subtitle in the bottom half of the cover took. The publisher here could have added so much more stuff, so many more elements to grab the customer attention. So it's important to use all of the space that you have available in your cover design to get the attention of the target customer. You need to be strategic with every single corner of your book cover. To get it done, you can either use Canva if you're good with graphic design. You can also use Photoshop if you know how to use that, or Fiverr. Fiverr is a website where you can hire designers, and with just a few bucks, you can get a book cover designed for you. You simply give them the direction, you give them the instructions, you tell them how you want your book cover to be, and again, you need to be very strategic here, and they will make it for you. So this is what Fiverr looks like, and you can simply type here what service you're looking for, which publishing in this case would be cover design or ebook cover design. And as you can see, I already have some of them here, some of them for 25 bucks, 35, all the way up to 400 if you want something really pro, but of course you don't have to spend all that much money. Anything between $20 to $30 is more than enough. So you can just choose one that is within your budget, something that you like. So you will have to click on the single gig that you see on Fiverr, so you can scroll through their portfolio, see what they did in the past, and when you're ready to order, you just simply click here and you select simply the front ebook or Kindle cover. If you want the full package with also the back cover for the paperback version, you will have to spend a little bit more usually, or you can do this yourself on Canva. The final step is to finally upload your book files on KDP. KDP is the Amazon website that allows anybody to upload their books and digital files, and they will take care of printing, uploading it on the store, and anything else. So all you have to do is literally uploading a file into KDP. This is how it looks when you first sign up to Kindle Direct Publishing. It's going to ask you for your information, for your bank information, because that's where you're going to get paid. So you need to make sure your bank information is correct. And from there, you need to click on the Create yellow button. And when you click on it, it's going to ask you, what would you like to create? You can create a Kindle ebook, paperback, or a hardcover. So you can create multiple versions of your book. And as you can see, this is what it looks like on Amazon when you actually shop for books. This is what your book will look like. You will have a Kindle edition, paperback edition, and a hardcover edition. Eventually also you can create an audiobook edition from another platform called ACX, which is again an Amazon's platform. And as a side note, look at the prices here. This is a non-fiction book, a full content non-fiction book. The list price, as you can see, is $28.77. There's a discount that Amazon applies to your book, and Amazon is actually promoting your book for a 10% off at $25.89. Now imagine trying to sell a journal or a notebook for this price. You simply cannot do that. And a lot of people trying to tell you to sell low content journals or coloring books. Those books have an average price of $8 to $9. So just imagine your margins there are not that high. Here, just by selling a book that is priced at $25, you're going to make at least $10 per copy net margins in your pocket. And this is going to make it so much easier for you to actually make thousands of dollars per month and eventually reach even the $10,000 per month mark. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you want to see my story of how I actually started and how publishing changed my life, go watch this video right here. Make sure you subscribe. I will be posting more free content in the upcoming days and weeks, so I cannot wait to help you.